Hey there, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 most anticipated releases for February, but before we go ahead and get on into the list, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the little bell icon so you can be notified every time I post new bookish content. I post new videos every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, and sometimes other days throughout the week. Also, don't forget to check down in the description box below for links to all of my social media, my Buddy Read Discord, and my Patreon, where you can be entered into winning book giveaways from me. As far as I know, all of these books are being released in February. If my sleuthing skills are inadequate, please forgive me, but I'm pretty sure all of them are being released next month. The first book is a YA fantasy, and it is This Woven Kingdom by Tahereh Mafi. This is the first book in a new series by her. I read the Shatter Me trilogy several years ago and really liked it. It's the only thing that I've read by her, but I'm interested to see where she goes with this new world. It sounds like it is a desert fantasy, and it follows a girl named Eliza, I think is how you say it, and she is a servant, but no one knows that she is actually the heir to this long-lost Jinn kingdom. Then we follow a character named Cameron, who is the crown prince, and he is aware of these prophecies surrounding the death of his father. But what he doesn't know is that the girl who he is smitten with, Eliza, is actually the one who might be responsible for fulfilling this prophecy and uprooting his entire kingdom. Sounds good to me, and definitely one that I'm excited for in February. The next book is Anatomy, a Love Story by Dana Swartz. She is an author that I have never read before, and I'm kind of struggling how to classify this genre of book, because when I was doing my research and I read the synopsis, I'm like, this is the most bizarre sounding synopsis that I've ever read, and I absolutely love it. It's like a gothic romance mystery. Let's just go from there. But we follow a girl named Hazel, and Hazel lives in Edinburgh in 1817, and all she wants to do is be a surgeon, but back then women weren't really encouraged or able to become medical professionals. Then we follow a character named Jack, who is a resurrectionist, and I'm not really sure what that means. I don't really know if it's like a paranormal element, like a necromancer, but it just says that he's a resurrectionist. One day, Hazel gets kicked out of the medical program by this doctor at the university, and she actually makes a deal with him that if she doesn't go to any of his courses or classes or study at the university, but is still able to pass like the final examination, then she will be able to become a doctor. So she actually has a chance encounter with Jack, and Jack agrees to help her become a surgeon by using the corpses and dead bodies that he deals with. But Jack actually has been dealing with a mystery of his own. There have been some strange people skulking around the cemeteries where he usually gets his bodies, and Hazel and Jack get swept up into a mystery surrounding these unmarked graves in this cemetery. And that's all I know about the book. So like I said, I'm probably not explaining this well, but it just sounded so bizarre and like gothic and creepy and a little bit gory. Plus you have a romance. I'm like, yes. So this one I'm definitely curious about, and I'm kind of like thinking it might be a good Valentine's Day read. The next book is Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. This is another YA fantasy and another author that I have no experience with before. But this follows a girl named Joan. Joan is 16 years old, and she has been sent to London to work at this historic house with her mom's really eccentric family. And one day Joan uncovers the secret of her mom's family, that they are actually monsters. And Joan has been working at this historic house with this super cute boy named Nick, and she uncovers his secret that he is actually a monster slayer. Nick is hellbent on bringing this family down and slaying all of the monsters, forcing Joan to get involved with a boy named Aaron. Aaron is actually heir to a rival monster family, and she will have to team up with him in order to battle Nick and keep her family safe. Next, we have a River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. Rebecca Ross has written some young adult fantasy, and this is her first adult fantasy, and it is the first book in the Elements of Cadence trilogy. The setting of the story actually takes place on this magical isle called Cadence, and it follows two enemies that have to team up to solve a mystery. The first character is Jack, who kind of left behind his life on this isle to go to the main university and study music. But when girls start disappearing, the people actually summon Jack to come help figure out what's going on. There are actually these malevolent spirits that occupy this isle, and they can control the elements like air, earth, fire, and water. We also follow a character named Adaria, who is an heiress to one of the families on this isle, and she is Jack's enemy and the one he has to team up with. As the two continue to unravel the mystery of these missing girls, they uncover more secrets about the spirits that rule this isle and exactly what they're planning to do. And the last book is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. This is a thriller author, and I read the guest list by her last year, and she is one of my favorite new to me authors of 2021, and I'd like to read more of her work and just thrillers in general because they're really short and easy to get through. I don't know why I don't read more of them, but she is coming out with a new book called The Paris Apartment. In this book, we follow a character called Jess, and Jess basically lost her job, and she called up her brother who lives in Paris to see if she can come crash with him for a bit, and he agrees rather reluctantly. But when Jess arrives in Paris to his apartment, she finds that he's not there and that he's gone missing. The longer Ben stays missing, the more clues that Jess has to uncover about who might be responsible or know something. So she starts questioning all the people that live in this apartment building, learning that all these people might know something, but no one's saying anything, and everybody has become a suspect. This book reminds me a lot of Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I really love those settings of those high society socialite apartment buildings and just all the secrets that all of the rich people are hiding. I think it's such a cool murder mystery / thriller setting. And because I enjoyed Lock Every Door so much and I enjoyed the guest list, The Paris Apartment is definitely one that I want to pick up. Okay, you guys, those are my top 5 most anticipated new releases for February. Let me know in the comments if you have read any of these or are interested in reading them or what you're excited for in the month of February, and I will see y'all in another video soon. Goodbye!